At last year's annual meeting, I shared my intended goals: to update bylaws and board structure, increase communication, reach across the political divide, and strengthen security. For board structure, a task force on board governance was formed, chaired by the amazing Jill Feldman. It has met and will continue to do so in the coming year. We want our board to be as efficient and effective as possible, yet still retain the heart of what makes us CBB. Thanks, Jill and the task force, for your hard work. The goal here was to increase communication, both between the board and the congregation. Some efforts have included my Monday morning coffees, trying to make our trustees more visible to you through reading the weekly Shabbat announcements and attending Oneg Shabbats. At the board level, we have monthly written reports by each vice president. These reports are distributed before each board meeting to more fully inform the trustees of happenings outside their respective silos. And in May, we formed a communications committee to help with messaging, public relations, and social media. A year ago, there was a sense among some in our congregation that we were not respectful of certain political views. We've worked hard in the last year to be more inclusive in our programming and in other ways. After providing a successful program earlier in the year, the Braver Angels organization will be back for a lunch and learn in the next few weeks. With the uptick in anti-Semitic incidents around the world, we, like all synagogues, look to beef up our security. We asked for your financial assistance, and you were there. Thank you. With those funds, we strengthened our already strong protocols and procedures, worked on securing our perimeter and increasing security presence on the synagogue campus. In addition, we had a number of law enforcement trainings conducted by the Sheriff's Office for staff, mob members, board members, and High Holy Day greeters. So I'm very pleased with what we've accomplished this year. So where are we today? Some of our highlights: the Human Family Project was the brainchild of Rabbi Cohen and supported by the Schulhoff family, to whom we are so grateful for their generosity and vision. The project has expanded to include many religious and ethnic communities and others. During these months, when large group meetings are not possible, the Human Family Project Steering Committee has shifted its focus to social media and intergroup encounter and dialogue through remote programming. Open Door has been a huge success through the tireless efforts of Rabbi Brenner and the Open Door Steering Committee. The young adults aged 22 to 39 without children met off campus for services once a month. During COVID, they've been engaged in other digital activities like an online Seder, cooking classes, and trivia night. We also welcome new staff: Maggie McGuire as preschool director, Eric Capel as youth engagement coordinator, and Julia Granite as creator of First Impressions, all brilliant additions to our incomparable staff. On the board side, we formed a number of committees: Task Force on Board Governance, Technology Committee, Communications Committee, Task Force on Reopening, as well as strengthening our pipeline to leadership through the hard work of our nominating committee. These committees will continue their work in this coming year. And the last weekend before lockdown was the very successful and fun Purim After Dark. I'm so glad we were able to celebrate together. Campus renewal has been alluded to over the last few years. Since 2016, when a committee was first formed to examine the campus master plan, we have been working toward a campus remodel. With Campus Renewal Committee chairs Marty Levy and Judy Coper, and Capital Campaign chairs Stephen Mariconnor and Nancy Sheldon, we've devoted a substantial amount of time this year to our campus renewal efforts. The name of the project is Building Dreams. Isn't that catchy? We were preparing for an open house in April to show the whole congregation our work to date when COVID hit. We're looking for the best ways to proceed, and hopefully you'll be hearing from us in the very near future. Thank you to these committees for their hard work. So as we prepared for the open house, COVID reared its ugly head and we closed, quickly pivoting to provide programs virtually and reach out to those in need. Thanks to those supporters of the COVID-19 Emergency Fund, almost $30,000 has been distributed to those in need. When the decision to close was made, our Director of Member Engagement, Mariela Sokolovsky, and our caring community team quickly got to work. They, our board, and additional staff immediately called our congregants to assess those in need. This outreach has continued, and we're proud of the support we've given our community, whether with food, tech support, or financial help. Amazing work by staff and volunteers. Bravo. And our programming during COVID is another point of great pride. I won't read this slide, but aren't we great? Look at this array of offerings. I'd like to thank all of you who have stepped up, volunteering your time to educate us about a variety of issues, and to all of you who have been tuning in. Thank you. Our task force on reopening has been meeting and will continue to meet until we're completely reopened. The latest meeting was this past Wednesday when the committee heard from Dr. Bruce Phillips, a virologist of 30 years. We take the decision to reopen very seriously. Your safety is paramount in this decision. Lastly, a huge thank you to you. Whether you're with us live or watching a recording of this meeting, you are here because you care. Your support of CBB makes all the difference. Renewal packages will be on their way soon. Please complete the membership renewal process as soon as possible so that we can finalize our financial and operational plans for next year. We look forward to and depend on your continued support. If you're able and willing to increase your membership level, this is the year. Thank you also to the volunteers who worked so hard to make CBB great, especially those who have done so much for our community during the coronavirus pandemic. Thanks to our extraordinary staff led by the incomparable Elizabeth Gaines. Our staff has been challenged like never before during the COVID-19 crisis and has performed in spectacular fashion. Elizabeth's leadership and dedication has been extraordinary through this difficult time, and we owe her and the entire staff our deepest and most sincere gratitude. And our clergy, dedicated, hardworking, and here for us all. They are the heart of CBB, and we thank them for providing spiritual vision and support through this difficult time. Thank you all. This has been an extraordinary year for me, one of the best of my life. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be your president. And now, our own brilliant Rabbi Steve Cohen.